Hey guys, Nick Drossos, and this is a collab we're doing for Mark Phillips and Fight Science. I'm going to be doing a knife defense series. So we're going to start with static knife attack, dynamic, pump and grab, and at the end I'm going to teach you how to use improvised weapons. So let's get started with static knife attack. So when we're looking at static knife attack, we're looking at static means a knife is somewhere placed on your body. So it could be either, if it's here, here, through the middle, around, or it could just be any way. The person could place the knife anywhere on my body. Static basically means their contact. Now, a lot of systems teach memorized movements and patterns, which you see a lot of times they'll teach like you do 1, 2, 3, 4. For this to work, the person has to react in exactly, has to respond and react exactly to everything I do. Now that's probably impossible. Impossible, slim to none. As well as we're not even looking at the environment as well, that plays a big factor. We're in close quarter right now, right? So if I was to be attacked with a knife, with a static, I can't run. So when people tell me run against a knife, and we've done this when I did a seminar in New York City, we were 22 feet away. By the time somebody said go, by the time he went for his gun, I already cut him. So you guys can see at this moment, if I was attacked if I was in a static knife attack, I would have no choice but to fight him. I can't run anywhere else. Okay, so I have to face him and fight him. So when we're looking at static knife attack, again, the first thing you got to look at is where does the knife have to go to cut me? So if it's here, it's got to come this way. If it's here, it's got to come this way. If it's here, it's got to go through the middle. If it's around here, it's got to go here. So the first thing you want to establish as quickly as possible is, put the knife anywhere, where does the knife have to go to cut me? Okay? First thing I want to do is bring up my hand. Start talking to the attacker. If he wants my money, give him the money. You want to try to diffuse the situation. Do whatever you can to try to get out of it without having to actually get to the point where you're going to have to fight him. Again, you're in close quarter range. And this is not like in the movies, and this is not like you see like a sparring match. You know, real street fights are very unpredictable. I worked in clubs for years and I've seen so much shit happen. So before you go physical, you got to see what does the person want. If he really wanted to kill you, he would have just went and did it. So you start using verbal. So bring up my hands, start talking to the guy, okay? So bring up your hands as close as possible to the weapon without actually looking at it or going towards it. So if I'm here and he's talking to me, I'm like, okay, man, please just don't kill me, man. What do you want? I'll give you, what do you want, man? What do you want?
Give me your money.
Okay, go ahead, man. Just take it. It's right in my pocket. Okay, you okay? Sorry. Good. So the first thing is, you got to pattern interrupt. You got to get him talking and thinking. You got to get him to forget about actually cutting. The second thing you have to do, so where does the knife have to go to cut me? Bring up my hands. Third, you're in close quarter. I'm not going to just parry the knife. I don't have a choice. I have to trap it. Okay? So if it's this way, I got to trap and clear. If it's here, trap and clear. So trap the weapon and clear my body. As soon as you trap, you need to go immediately into your strikes. So if I'm here, okay, and he's talking to me and I do this, right? The instant I strike, the instant I trap, I have to strike. So what can I strike? I can go with a headbutt. I can go with a knee. I can use the knife here. I can elbow him. Now, it really depends what he does. So if I did this, what would you do next, Costa? He went to try to bring his forearm. What would I have to do from there? Maybe come around and just trap and grab him. And again, the whole time, I'm keeping that contact with the knife. If it's here, it's the same thing. As I come here, his instinct is going to be either to pull up. His instinct was that. So he might try to pull away the knife. He might try to stick it in me. He might try to punch me. He might try to take me down. He might try to switch hands with the knife and try to bring it the other way. So it's very hard to actually know what the person's going to do. I always tell people in the entire system that I teach, because you're going preemptive, you have a few seconds to your advantage, okay? So if I'm here, and the best way to train this, and this is a drill that I do, so if I was to do this, Okay? Costa, one move, what would you do? Come here. If I had to do one move, what would it be? I would come. Costa, what would you do from here? Here. One move, Costa, what would you do? What would you do from there? Try to move here. What would I do from there? I would probably grab here or here and just, I would slam him all the way down and bring him down. So this is a little drill I do where each person is striking one at a time, and this allows you to actually fight in the moment without learning anything technical or memorized, because there's too many variables in a fight that can actually happen. By doing this drill, you're developing real action-reaction. Obviously, what you want to do, if I'm here, I want to right away go into my strikes. Once I trap, come in with a headbutt and strike. But again, the guy's not going to sit there and let you do all that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to learn more self-defense just like this one, go visit my website, drossos.com. I have a complete self-defense tutorial that teaches you step by step on how to defend yourself. And make sure to tune in next week when we're going to look at dynamic knife attack. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe and stand strong.